South Africa needs international support, and in particular requires investments and support for debt relief to deliver our President's vision of accelerated industrialization, women's empowerment, and youth employment. We plan to focus 2021 on economic reconstruction and recovery implementation, alongside a continuing focus on the pandemic and responses to it. One of the challenges that we faced as DIRCO in 2020, and I close with this, was the repatriation of our nationals who found themselves stranded outside of South Africa due to lockdowns that were implemented by many countries, including South Africa, in our attempt to curb the spread of the virus. From the time the President announced South Africa's Level 5 lockdown on the 15th of March 2020, to the time when international travel was again allowed under Level 1, our department, through our consular services, managed to repatriate just over 30,000 South Africans who were stranded in all corners of the world. We did this using over 350 flights. The number excludes tens of thousands who used our land borders and who were involved in this process. I know many officials spent sleepless nights working 7 days a week trying to bring our fellow citizens back to their loved ones. This experience has made us realize the importance of making sure that we equip all South Africans who intend traveling abroad during this season with information that might help them not to find themselves needing to be repatriated because they're stranded. Some pointers we wish to suggest are: one, that countries in the Northern Hemisphere are encountering a second wave of the pandemic. South Africans should be cautious in traveling to these countries, as you may become distressed or even destitute abroad, depending on the levels of lockdown in the respective countries, and with the likelihood of international flights that might be cancelled at short notice. Please do be aware that if you do travel, you travel at your own risk to these countries, knowing the current circumstances and the uncertainty associated with that. Please ensure that you are familiar with the immigration and health entry requirements of the country you will visit, and South Africa's entry health requirements during the pandemic. If you have any uncertainty regarding the entry health requirements of the country you will be visiting, then please do contact their embassy in South Africa for assistance. If you need any clarity on the health entry requirements upon your return to South Africa, we ask you to consult the website of the Department of Health. Second, please ensure you have adequate travel insurance. Many South Africans had no or inadequate travel insurance during the peak of the pandemic earlier this year. It couldn't cover extended hotel accommodation, nor could it cover new flight tickets and other costs. 3, when you arrive at the country you're traveling to, please register with our embassies abroad. The contact particulars of all our embassies are available on DIRCO's website at www.dirco.gov.za, all lowercase. South Africans are encouraged to register via the email addresses provided, as some of our officials might be working remotely due to local lockdown regulations and will not be always available to take your calls. Inform your family or next of kin of your destination and the duration of your stay?
I suppose that's another question to those South Africans who are able to travel or can afford to travel, especially travel overseas. When you're putting up your travel budget, are you even considering travel insurance, seeing that it's now mentioned as one of the essentials, especially in terms of responses to COVID-19? Let us know at the agenda _